Alright, well now I'm hyped. Let's go. I got my coffee. I have my Ace Attorney. Backstory. Hold on, wait. Ace Attorney DS. I have not... I have played all the Ace Attorney games once, each when they first came out. This game came out in North America on October 11th, 2005. That's the first and the last time I played this game, and I loved it back then. And I still remember, like, the main story beats and stuff like that, but I don't remember, like, the cases, the details. So it's not entirely a first playthrough, but a lot of things will be first playthrough, like, because that's... shit, that's 20 years ago, almost. Of course I don't remember much from 20 years ago. You know what? Now that I say that, I feel like I'm even less in my element. Because I'm like, do I even know this game? Who's Phoenix? That's Larry Butts, I remember that. Play the first Turnabout. Who could forget Larry Butts? That's him, right? I didn't fuck it up. Gasp, gasp. Oh, I didn't turn off. I have to change the text. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this! I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. No, not Larry. I'll make it look like he did it. Not Larry. My memory's right. Yes, Phoenix, right? Yeah, I know they're originally GBA games, but I didn't play them. Not sure why Capcom released them back in the original console. Well, things were localized differently back then, and them like re-releasing in 2005, like it wouldn't make sense to like put it on Game Boy Advance. They're just like, let's just put them on DS. No, it was on DS in Japan as well. So it's just when that came along, that's when we finally got them. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, it's Mia. Oh, hiya, Chief. I missed the music. Is the audio okay, by the way? Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Well, I do like to try to impress Mia. It says a lot about you and your clients as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. There he is. There's Larry. Nick! Hey. Hey there, Larry. We have a Discord. See, I can get into the voice acting when I know I don't have to do this for 8 hours a day. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Well, we know that's not true. It was that guy who I gave the, like, Brooklyn accent to. Whatever accent I gave him. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was an unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing- wait, 23 years of knowing him? I thought Phoenix was 23 in this. Which would mean he has to have known him at least a little bit longer, because they didn't know each other as, like, newborns. Anyway, one thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd. What if I started playing this August 3rd? Anyway, it's July 7th. It's totally different. District Court. Courtroom number 2. Oh my god, their faces. They're not pixelated. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The fuck? Did I just hear a voice? Somebody in my house? Oliver? The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? It's the ghost. Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial would decide the fate of your clients. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. I love Phoenix. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Yeah, imagine if the judge was like, this is your first trial as a non-Phoenix and really replied objection. He's just like trigger happy. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait, uh-oh. No, wait, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Oh my god, Mia's already doubting us. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. Little Nemo, thank you for 19 months. Also, the judge is just asking because he forgot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's projecting on me now. Thank you. This song is a jam. I love all Ace Attorney songs. I think I feel a migraine coming on. It's okay, Mia, me too. I actually did have a headache waking up, so I had to do the old ibuprofen check. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. What is her name? Can we see his age? Okay, Mia Faye's 27, chief attorney at Faye & Co. My boss and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts, 23. Yeah, they are 23. They just worded it weird. The defendant in this case, a likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone, 22. The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his point across. This guy's like tutorial prosecutor in a bunch of these games. Maybe all of them, I don't remember. But Great Ace Attorney had basically him, but he had like the top knot or whatever it's called, because it takes place in like 1900s. The tutorial trials in 1900s Japan. It's great. It's like literally still him. Anyway, it's Cindy Stone. What's the evidence? This hasn't happened yet. Yeah, I like him being the recurring tutorial guy. It's pretty funny. Time of death, 4 to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. That's all we have. Like, he's over here saying that he read the well, I guess that's just the autopsy report. He's like, I read the case files front to back many times, and like, then we just have one page. He was silent. Just Press tab. Remember to check it often. Do it for me. Please, I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinderblock. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Judge is like, ah, yeah, that's right. I mean, correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object and then blood. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. He's like, okay, I know what's going on now. I can be a judge now. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. This is why I love Phoenix so much, though. Like, why he's my favorite character before the Great Ace Attorney. Just because of, like, the stuff that he says to himself is just, like, so real and hilarious. He's the you're playing as the straight man in like a sea of psychos and weirdos. It's like oddly refreshing. Fresh both yourself and the judge. I'm doing 2 jobs at once. I wonder, maybe that's why it's Cindy Stone, because Cinder Block, so they did switch it up a bit. Like Cindy Stone. Did you get the shirts from the Yakuza thing? First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? You couldn't, why not? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. The Thinker. Except Apple Pay, that's weird. Hi, Mesa. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The best part is learning about the witnesses. They are so funny. The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Okay, well, he's just Mr. Butts. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Okay, Mia. Whatever you say, Mia. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Well, Larry's over here screaming that he wants to be thrown into jail, right? So... This is like the hardest first job you could ever do, Phoenix. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. They all died? He's like shit like this. It's not first playthrough. You're all good. That question's gonna pop up every now and then. I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. Oh my God, his eyes are twitching. His face. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, will you describe as generally what we mean by dumped? Hey, Rockbuster, thank you for 1337. Could watch your 1,000-year door VODs in the part where you perfect guard the train boss one-hit kill your Evo moment 27. Thank you. I'm pretty proud of that moment. Thank you so much, Rockbuster. Judge, you're claiming your client is insane. No, he's driving me insane. Just like leaves halfway through. I'm surprised he hasn't. Has he ever left a case? I don't know. Don't answer that. We'll figure it out. Anyway, Butts got dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you. And was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. How dare you insinuate she's got other men? What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Look at his beady little eyes. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport? Victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Ew, I don't want to hear Payne say sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Were you one of them, Payne? Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Ms. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? What an asshole. Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Should probably stop him from answering. Is that a leading question? Objection! Leading question. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Butts is not gonna make this easy. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? What would you do? I know what I'm gonna pick. I don't know if it's actually like the answer or not. Because again, these are like the details that I was saying I forgot about. Like, I don't know what the right answer is, and I'm not asking for the right answer. I don't want like legit backseat or anything. I just want to know what you would do in this situation. As his attorney, I'd be like, shut up. Yeah, that's where I'm leaning. Saw a post on Twitter like every Phoenix Wright case goes, my client is innocent, they were feeding stray puppies while the woman named Mildred Puppy Killer's watching from the audience. Anyway, I want to see what I'm gonna let him cook. And then Mia's gonna yell at me. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. Rabble. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so like, I didn't see her. His voice is so high-pitched. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. I gotta make it higher pitched than to match his like shrieking objection. Oliver always knows the truth. His voice always gets you, yeah. That's good though. Like, he told the truth and he said like she wasn't there. Your Honor, the defendant is lying! Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Rabble. It's the same model just shaking their heads back and forth, by the way. Dude, I love how the Great Ace Attorney games have like the I guess they're like the jury. No, not the. Are they jury? Are they? No, they're all just the witnesses, but they're like 4 of them at once. And they contradict each other like on the spot. I like that system. No. Okay, the Chrono Trigger court is way more of a sham than Ace Attorney courts. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit. Frank Sawit? What would the pun be? I'm stupid with puns. Is it though? It is. Is there any Frank Sawits? Yeah, that's him! That's the killer, Your Honor! I know this because I saw the intro cutscene. Oh, saw it. Yes. Yes, because Frank saw it. Yes, okay. I wasn't thinking of it that way. Mr. Sawit. You sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? What voice did I give him in the intro? This guy's definitely like... Look at that fake fucking smile he's got going on. He's like... If he wasn't a newspaper seller, he'd be a car salesman. Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I gotta do the Toad thing. Best songs. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Liar! I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Looks like he just peed and he's like zipping up his fly. He just peed in Cindy's apartment because she dumped him. You would trust him? Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright. I'm not Southern. What voice did I do for him? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Oh, he's a Kentucky salesman. The woman, or the man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Without a doubt. I know you're lying. I saw the intro cutscene. I know you're lying. I know it was you. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. Oh. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Ooh, nice choice of word. Blackout record, add it to the court record. Back when people used house phones. Dude, my mom still has a house phone, and I'm like, what's wrong with it? And like, she literally only ever gets spam mail. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Blackout record, add to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. Gotcha, ghoul. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right. Right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Come on. Phoenix acts like he's new. I'm good, thank you. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Not Larry! How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. I love the song. You're gonna hear that a lot from me. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab and point out the contradictions in the testimony. Got it, Mia. Look at this freaking clown. Hate you, you liar. Oh, we could... I'm just gonna press every dialogue because I don't know which is the right one yet. It's bound to be a contradiction, spot the liar, and then it just segues into another game. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Hold it! Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed... Oh, I forgot what the voice was doing. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. That's the voice I should use for Gumshoe. He's gonna have that voice too then. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. What do you mean by that? Half open, you say? Yes, the door was half open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. What country? I think it's supposed to be Japan. They do mention Japanese customs. Yo, Enzo. Is it half open or half closed? He did say half open. He's a positive guy. He can't be the killer. He's too positive. That's odd. In a big city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next? Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. That is weird. Why would you do that? What gave you the right to do that? The idea? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they're there. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Is he just like a simp for him or something? Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? Because he knows. So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. She could have been asleep. Why did you think she was dead? I think the localization might say LA, but I think it's all like in Japan no matter what. He's basically a Toad voice. Yeah, I heard him say objection or whatever. I forgot he sounded so high-pitched. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. Rice ball hamburgers. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. Guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. He's tweaking, right? So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes, I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. Dude, this guy's... Dealing with Phoenix is probably so annoying, because, like, everything you say, like, you could just say, and then I walked inside, and then Phoenix would go, what do you mean by that? You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony, see? You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that I can explain that. Oh, can you? There was a cordless phone. Wait, I'm talking, and it's not Payne anymore. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I'm doing this for a Brooklyn accent. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? I'm just gonna give everybody a nasally, like, nerd voice, because it's the most comfortable. What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. That's pretty far. Well, how far away was the park? Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. That's the exit of this town. Everyone here just sounds like a backseater. I'll repurpose the nerd voice, don't worry, thank you. My inner nerd wants to come out with my voice acting. If it was up to me, everybody would either have like a really bad Russian accent, a nerd voice, or like a southern accent. The Russian nerd voice. Oh god, I don't know if I can start combining them. Dracula voice? We can do a Dracula voice later. What time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Wait, 1 p.m. That's a time. Well, I don't want to present it yet. Oh my god, backspace. I'm playing this on a keyboard. Alright, 1 p.m., huh? I think that core record said 4 to 5. 1 p.m.! Are you certain? Yes. Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Oh, Von Karma? Yeah, we could do a Von Karma Dracula voice when time comes. 4 to 5.
Objection!
Objection, boys. Our first objection. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for sure, certain. For certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Oh, yeah, here comes the lies. Record when he called the police? Because this is the sham court, that's why. If you're gonna lie, at least make an effort, right? This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time! After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. I'm good at that. Lies always begets more lies. Yes. Oh my god, I love you, Mia. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Mia advice. It's so true. You start telling one lie, you gotta keep telling more. Wait, I remember now. Oh, here comes the lies. Would you care to give your testimony again? Yeah, let me tell the truth this time. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. Go in the house and find the tape. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Let's go find the tape. Add things to the test the evidence. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Do we? Playing peek, that's right. Mia's the best. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all, my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something? But if you're so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. That's so true. The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. I have to agree with the prosecution. Oh, fuck you, come on. Witness, continue your testimony. I wish I could do a consistent Toad voice for Pain. I would definitely, like, blow out my entire voice if I did that, though. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Oh, I'll do Italian when the time comes, don't worry. I could... It's horrible and maybe offensive, but we'll do it. Just go with friends and doing Toad for even 10 minutes fries your vocal cords. Dude, I can even do 10 seconds. I believe it. Something about hearing the television? The witness has testified. He heard the time. Wait, oh, Joey's southern accent was Jamaican. Yeah, right? I forgot about that. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Okay, wait. Let's go back for a little bit. What? So he heard it from the TV. I'm gonna remember that, because even Mia stopped it. Well, it's Ace Attorney, my friend. Yeah, I'll do the Italian hand thing one time as well. I'm ready. How do you explain the gap? Well, witness, can you explain this? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. Video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True. Right. I think the problem lies someplace else. We agree that you heard the time at the scene then. Okay, Mia doesn't like that I keep going to him. It was this one, voicing the voice. Wait, from noon to 6. Which means there would be no TV. Hold it right there. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. I love when he does this. He's so confident. Yo, Michael. Dude, this guy's just getting washed. Start telling the truth, man. You suck at lying. Yes! You couldn't have heard a television or a video. God. Well... The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. He's already 0 for 2. Like, get him off the stand and put him in jail already. That, and you see rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. I must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Oh my god, how many chances are we giving this guy? Judge is like asleep right now. Let him talk more, so use your time to change for contempt of court. Tutorial murderers from other games do a much better job than Sand. Look, this is their first game. They had to make it. They had to like get people into the series, and they get to make them really difficult later on. Perjury? Me never. Well, it's like an LA Noire, like even like the first couple cases, just like, I didn't kill her, and then he's just like looking away, like the worst liar you've ever seen. No, not first time. But it's been a long time, because this game came out 20 years ago. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. This time tell the truth. Like, I don't even remember this guy. I remember the case, and I remember Larry. I don't remember this guy. Like, you know what? You know what I should have done? I should have done... McTavish, when you edit this later, keep this part in. What I should have done was do like a quiz before my replay to see how much of the game I remember. And then when I play the trilogy again, like after I'm done playing it, take the same quiz again and see how much, you know, like see the difference. And my score go down. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Oh, because he saw it. That's his name. Like, yeah, and so for real, that's what I was thinking. Like, I remember, like, the major plot points, like, with the main characters. But when it comes to, like, the actual cases, I don't really remember them. Like, a lot of the witnesses I'm not going to remember. Obviously the evidence, and, like, where to present the evidence. My freaking eczema is acting up today. I'm dying. I want to... Just kill me and Larry. Saw it say he actually saw it. We got it. I didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Question mark. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. The trophy? That must have been what I saw. Wait, the trophy... No, I'm just playing this first trilogy. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. I didn't hear it, I saw it. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry, I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock? There was no clock, man. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? See, that's why he's saying wasn't there because he's like hoping for it. He is sweating. Yeah, you already know when you're guilty, sweating that bad. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? No! This is the first I've heard of it. See, even the judge is like, this guy's lying through his teeth. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Wait a minute. No, because the trophy turns into a clock. That's the only reason he knows it can turn into a clock, because he used it. Oh, you are so busted. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Yeah, no kidding. Let's go back to that. See, that's the murder weapon. And the only reason it turns into a clock because he used it. But there's no other reason to know that if you just looked at it. I know it's so much more annoying in the HD version, right? It's not Phoenix though. Phoenix is handsome. Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Yo, best song ever. It's my favorite song. Like, it's so this game's music is so powerful because it's used at the best times. Like, this guy knows he's fucked. This music really conveys that. What? You with your objections and your evidence. I missed that line, sorry. Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. You're so full of shit, man. I see. And you're dumb. God damn it. It's like all coming back to me how much I hate these people. Ace Attorney is so well directed. It's perfect. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. Do you have any problems with this testimony? Yes! Of course I do! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. This guy's... The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. The clock! I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. Yeah, look at him! That was the sound you heard! Who do you think's playing... Who do you think's, like, the DJ of the courtroom? Like, this music's actually happening in the court. There's, like, a guy up, like, above the judge or whatever. And he like knows the defendant is actually gonna, the defense attorney is gonna win this one, so he plays this theme. DJ going off, yeah. Order in the court. Shut this music off. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit. Look at him. Look at this dumb bitch. Stenographer has a synth as well going off right now, yeah. Oh, the anime has a funny gag about that? Oh, okay, I don't remember that. I love it, though. Mr. Sawit. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? Imagine the DJ misreading where the trial is going, starting the hype music too early. How awkward that'd be. This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Honestly, yeah, look at him. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard no, I mean, I saw. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and then he should burn. Give him death. Oh my god, he took his fucking toupee off. The way the witnesses just like blow up is so funny. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Music's back. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Ask the neighbors. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? DJ's just like, okay, we gotta hear the clock. Let's turn on the volume. I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep. It spoke! The pursuit plays again. Yo, DJ is nailing it with this timing. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Oh, it was 3 hours off. Heck! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between that, what Mr. Sawit heard, and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Oh my god, Phoenix, you're so confident now. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. We're not suing anyone, we're just trying to protect our buddy Larry. Oh, the light show, imagine. He's right, how am I gonna prove that? Damn it. I think he has me now. I was so close. It's okay, Phoenix, we can think about this. How do we prove it? Mr. Wright? Seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. This is so frustrating because anybody in their right mind, like, if this wasn't a video game, everybody would agree that, like, yeah, he did it. He took off his toupee, he's melting. The clock is, like, clear as, like, the only way to know it's the clock is if you use it. But because it's a video game, everyone has to act stupid. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination. Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Yeah, the judge is the worst, absolutely. There should be one of those judge shows, but everyone's required to act like Ace Attorney characters. That would drive everyone insane trying to watch it. Oh, I almost had him! Alright, Phoenix, we can do this, buddy. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. Why is he giving up already? There's nothing I can do about it now. Yo, not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Mia, I mean Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Not like this. Witness malding. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Why was it 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? No, but I mean, I'm gonna have to come up with something. Hi, Polly. Oh no, we're stupid. Wait, I just watched an episode of Judge Steve Harvey once where the person objected. Harvey goes, you must think this is a real court roof. Oh god. That'd be Ace Attorney. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course! No, I didn't. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words, let's see you pull this one off. I say the same to you, man. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Oh, passport? Jet lag? Anyway, I already figured it out. You didn't answer it. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Paris, we can learn the country this is in. Well, it's in Japan. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. Trying to visualize the clock. Okay, got it. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Yes, that's why I was visualizing a clock. I was just like, right, 9 hours. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. She brought it? Oh wait, well that's... Oh shit, you're right. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in your apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Ugh. Guy's foaming at the mouth. Oh my god, I think he's dead. Order, order, I say. So... That is the United States. So wait. I mean, it obviously... Is that because of the localization? Oh god, everything's so different. Because, I mean, I'd always assume they took out in Japan. It's supposed to be in LA. Localization added again. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expect. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. All the soccer trees outside, classic United States. It's literally the case of like, oh, they localize the passport for each language. Oh, that's so cute! See, like, localizers are freaking amazing. There's the English one. Japanese, French. I'm learning more about passports right now. German, Korean, Chinese. That's cool. So, therefore, we are playing the one where it takes place in, LA. How Maya's favorite food is burgers, the food stall she frequents sold ramen. Right, yeah, I was gonna say, it's like a classic thing of like in Pokemon when they were clearly eating rice balls and they would call them like donuts and stuff. Like, it's like just because the localization says it's that doesn't mean it's like that everywhere, is all I'm trying to get at. Because like, at the end of the day, like it's still supposed to be taking place in Japan. It's just when it's localized, they're obviously gonna change it. That doesn't mean that like they are in LA. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. Hell yeah. Eat your burger, Maya. Your noodle burger. And with that, this court is adjourned. That's faster than I thought. That took like an hour. I thought it was gonna take 2 hours because of all the text, but there's way less than I remembered from the first one. There was a comic of A making fun of that. Wait, hold on. Yeah, this is what localized. So localized he is. Oh, Los Angeles, truly the greatest city in these United States of America. Look out the window. I, for one, am proud to live in a country whose rich history and culture is ours. Say about this seems off. Don't be so ridiculous, Apollo. Now come, let's all enjoy a traditional American meal around traditional American kotatsu. Eat your hamburgers, Apollo. And he's just wearing a kimono in the last pic. It's a traditional American garb, if you will. The kimono. He posed as a newspaper salesman to see when people were out of the house. That day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. That's a lot of blood. I think she's dead. Yo, I can't wait to go to LA and check out the famous Mount Fuji one day. Whew! I still can't believe we won. Right! Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry. Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Oh, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, he's... The puns are too good, yeah. He found a new target for his simping. Oh, I'm sorry, Nick. You should legally change your name to Phoenix now, though. Here, take this. It's a present. You want to give me the murder weapon? A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Aww. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. He's so serious now. I'm not really sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Do I? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Should I give her I'm gonna give her autopsy. Should I give her the passport? Anyway, I'm not giving the murder weapon. Here's her passport. It has a picture of her. Here you go, buddy. Here you go, Larry. Proof. It's okay, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll forget about her soon enough. I don't think it mattered. Wait! He'll forget her soon enough? Larry, come on. You didn't care about her 1 second. Thanks a ton. Guess that wasn't the right thing to show him. It didn't really matter. What did I have to give him? That showed she cared about him? I just wanted him to have her passport. I don't really give a shit about... Is it the statue? Oh, the fact that she still had it and she took it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because she, like, took it. Okay, yeah. It makes sense now. She took it with her overseas. Okay, yeah. See, I was thinking, like, something in writing, but I didn't think of the artistic representation of this statue. Yeah. This is a really annoying thing to take with you to Paris, but I like Larry so much. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Thanks, Mia. I'll remember those words forever. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! She wrote, I hate Larry in her passport. Oh, speaking of Harry, the fact that nobody's corrected her yet is amazing. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon gonna be the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. We should just end the game here. I forgot about these clowns too. Actually, no, I remember her because her pose was always weird. That guy. All right, brand new episode. All right, everyone pay attention. They did stick the landing with the opening episode, yeah. Like, it's... Like, we know these characters so well at, like, now because there's been so many of them. But, like, trying to like, remember how you felt like when you first played the first game for the first time and, like, you didn't know about any of them. But the first case, like, already just shares so much. Like, I remember already being, like, all in once I played this game, just from the intro.